Oh my god.
Today's fanfic. In a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was Samuel L. Jackson.
Despite what
Were
we're
there
saying,
also
it's not about
planes?
Viper.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. It would be surprisingly no, it's not really.
Today's fanfic is brought to us by Richard Chaos, who sounds like a comic book villain.
Professor Chaos.
And the story is Mace L. Jackson Windu.
Professor Chaos is real.
He's a character on South Park.
He's not a character on South Park, he's Butters.
Everyone knows it's Butters.
It's Butters.
Okay,
You could say
Everyone knows it's Brain Couch.
you could say Butters is really getting into character.
Hey,
On with the fanfic.
No pity.
the story is Mace L. Jackson Windu, and the description is, who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the Jedi chicks? Damn right. Yep. This is a story if the most non-Samuel L. Jackson character was actually a Samuel L. Jackson character. Alright, so get your fanfic Jedi robes on and lasagna save.
I don't think I can handle this.
Excuse
Hi,
me.
Chad.
Excuse me while I go get my storytime blanket.
Hello.
Hi, Chad.
Hello.
Chad. Viper Chad.
Viper Chad Viper.
He's also a comic.
Wait, what?
We're doing this weird Viper
It's the
thing.
joke for the week.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
They
That's
called
how
me
long
Viper
we're gonna
Ann.
be using it for.
Viper and Viper to the max.
Thank you. Thank you, Leo. We needed this.
Viper more.
Yeah, let's all hop aboard our X1 Viper.
Hey, Dad, Viper more.
Viper Agron.
He's not even here.
He's not here.
It's not even the fanfic that's making us laugh. It's not even the
You're just like,
fanfic
I
that's
have to
making
make
us
this
laugh.
pun.
I think the
He's not
snake
even here, but screw that. I need to make this pun.
Not gonna be relevant when he gets back.
Oh God. Is this all gonna be in a video?
Yes.
No, it's gonna be a separate video.
No, it's gotta be its own video.
We'll do a double dip. Shiny random fanfic story time.
Oh, that was funny.
That was good, Dan. That was good, Dan.
No, I really thought that was funny just because he's not even here.
Oh,
Everything
Leo.
just builds up.
All right.
Leo,
All right.
you so-and-so you.
Are we good?
I can't be
Yeah,
a
we're
Yeah.
good.
kid.
All right.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Keep in mind the fanfic has not started yet.
Yes, that's a problem.
Okay.
Want to introduce the fanfic again?
All right. So this is Mace L. Jackson Windu by Richard Chaos. The footsteps of Mace Windu echoed through the halls of the Jedi Temple. Black velvet robes flowing in his wake. He was headed for the class in session, headed by Master Yoda. His eventual entrance only drew looks of fear from the younglings and a confused disapproval from whatever the fuck Yoda was.
Does it actually say that?
Yes, because no one knows what it is.
Awesome.
That's actual canon. No one knows his race.
That's racist.
Isn't he a puppet?
Yeah, he's a Muppet, but...
He's kind of like a mop and kind of like a puppet.
Ah.
He's a shuppet.
Isn't he voiced by Grover?
Yes, he is.
Grover?
He's voiced by Frank Oz, who's Grover, Gonzo, Fozzie Bear... Whatever.
Yeah, Muppets.
Generic blue
Yoda,
character
yeah.
here.
Waves of intimidation would ripple through the air, either by way of the Force or by mere presence alone. These little punks proven their worth yet? Being made progress, was the Jedi Master's reply.
Wait, that's not how. How was that written?
Being made is progress.
I don't think that's how it would normally be said as Yoda, but
Sure. Mace
your
nodded
favorite.
reluctantly, his eyes intensely scanning the room. The slack-jawed younglings carelessly dropped their equipment on his arrival. I meant to say younglings, I said younglings.
Younglings.
The Highlands.
Now what kind of lazy-ass Jedi would let a simple entrance distract them from their work? He questioned, his eyes narrowing slightly. But Master Windu, with all due respect, you're no ordinary distraction, a stuttered reply came from a particularly brave youngling. God damn it, I can't talk.
I like how they're referred to as younglings.
Words, how do you use them?
Upon this, his fellow initiate stared in utter shock. It took a moment for the subsequent paralysis to wear off. When it did, they soon backed away, a parting of the children that left the young offender all on his own to face what would happen next. They could only suspect how terrible his wrath would be.
I had a... Can I have a statement?
Sure.
No.
I had it up to here with all these motherfucking
Wait,
younglings in this motherfucking temple.
Not close. Too early. Not yet. It'll be in here, don't worry.
You haven't gotten to Hitler yet.
All of the jokes are in here.
Damn it. I jumped the gun on that one.
They can't guess on this. What did you say? Mace asked in an unusually calm tone for the look on his face. He was glaring across the room in a frightening manner, positioned at a side. One eye appeared to be larger than the other, both of them equally intimidating. His rounded head practically glowed with the fury contained within. The male continued to stutter, having realized his mistake. His pale, tentacled ass was about to be taught a lesson, and he knew it, if it even had an ass.
Well, if he did, it's grass.
Master Yoda. Yeah, Master Yoda.
Master Yoder.
Master
Yoder. Yoder.
Mr. Yoder.
Alright.
That's not where I was gonna go with it, but better. I was gonna go with Master Jodert, but that's just me.
I'm 2 for 2 on horrible pronunciations.
Same thing.
See if we can keep this train going.
Are you Wordsworth good?
No, I'm horrible. Master Yoda sighed internally, tapping his cane against the floor as he shuffled from side to side, because Frank Oz was getting lazy and didn't want to move the puppet.
Fourth wall humor.
Master Windu was prone to these impromptu lessons. The council had simply come to accept his ways as his skills were too impressive to deny. You don't fuck with Sam L.
Who?
There was no worry of him turning to the dark side. Despite his maverick ways, his dedication was unmatched. Nobody was sure why this seemed such a sure thing. No,
Because he had a motherfucking purple lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. No. I said... Windu continued as he cut the distance between him and the child by a few steps, his terror-inspiring stare coming with him. What did you say? You see, I couldn't understand the words you were saying as you repeatedly fucked them up.
He was talking about you, Dan!
Yeah. He's
looks like a
breaking the
bitch.
fourth wall. Master Yoda, not Yoda, Master Windu.
Come on.
Master Viper.
Get it right.
Words
Get it
continue to
right.
escape the youngling. His tentacles unable to save him now. What did you say? Windu, basic motherfucker, do you speak it? And for clearing, basic is English in Star Wars universe. The Jedi Master concluded directly in the child's face, leaving the would-be Jedi to fall to his knees and onto his front. He cradled himself for comfort as Mace turned with an impressive swish of his robes, taking his leave immediately after. No more words were needed.
No tears now, only dreams.
Master Yoda shook his head once again.
Master Yoda?
I said it right!
Okay,
Okay.
just making sure.
Stepping slowly forward to inspect the fallen form of the youngling. Rehabilitation would likely be necessary. Those who lived to tell the tales of Mace Windu were usually never the same person they were when the tale was woven. They were probably dead. Mace Windu sat dramatically on a stool, leaning over the surface before him. The bar was located on some backwater planet of no particular importance to anything, which is why the smooth Jedi Master took it upon himself to come and investigate rumors of dark activities taking place. Doc! My Boston's
Dad,
coming out.
are you not just in the mood to get words right?
Sorry, my Boston was coming out with that one. The dark activities.
Protagonist!
Happen to the Kennedys.
You live in
Okay.
I
Chicago!
would like the body
Whatever.
flatter.
Okay, continue.
After all, it was Mace's personal policy to never let those usually hooded motherfuckers get the time to plan their evil schemes. Unfortunately, the rumors had proven to be just that, and none of the pent-up aggression stored inside our cool cat of a hero had been released. You are not Garfield. You do not get to be that cool of a cat. Finishing the swill he had been served, he pushed
Wait,
himself to
are you
seat
saying
and
that
moved out.
Garfield isn't a Samuel L. Jackson character?
Huh. There's not enough motherfuckers for him to be. Even the technological might of the present-day galaxy, poor
You
caretaking,
Wait, no. It's not the present day galaxy. It's the galaxy from a far, far away, a long
I
time
know,
ago.
but this is his present. It's Christmas. This is the present he gets.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a motherfucking night.
Poor caretaking general neglect meant the flashing lights were fading. The titty and tentacle bar sign now more depressing than arousing. It sounds like another
my.
fanfic I've read. Shaking his head in disgust, Mace took off on the course that would lead him back to his well-hidden ship. In a typical situation, he wouldn't care for such deceptive tactics, but there were probably some punk-ass aliens who would manage to steal his pimped-out ride around these parts. With only light in the alley being an alternating neon of purple and green, the Jedi stopped. Could this really be what he thought it was? Was someone really going to try and attempt to ambush Mace fucking Windu?
Nah, it was just a rave going on.
The scuttling of several limbs across the ground beneath answered that question. The intentions of the being behind this were also made clear when he raised the blaster pistol, the scant light barely revealing the sludge-colored skin and many blinking eyes of the attacker. Mace was heavily disappointed. A scrap blaster and no hood. This time-wasting motherfucker was no Sith. So what was it trying to do? A series of clicks and noises were emitted from the creature in response. A moment of silence passed. Give me everything you have. An electronic voice translated. Mace
Tomo
recognized the
arigato,
small light display
Mr.
on
Roboto. Tomo.
This
Domo,
punk-ass
domo.
bitch was wearing a translator and trying to steal from him.
That bitch.
How dare he be understood?
Are you trying to jack me? Mace asked in disbelief, and it occurred to him to add, are you trying to jack me with a motherfucking translator? There was a pause.
Shit's
Sense
just
of
got
fear was
real.
Sense of fear was easy to pick up as well. But another series of noises emanated from the creature, the moment of translation passing quicker. No, funny business, human. I will take your supplies. The translator continued.
Exterminate.
Yes,
Exterminate!
I'm reading this as a Dalek because it's the only robot voice I can do.
I was trying to figure out, like, that voice sounds so familiar. What is he doing?
I'm reading this as a Dalek.
No kidding.
Mason and badass skills of deduction had deduced, which is redundant, several facts about...
Oh, yeah. No, wait. You can't harp on redundant, because one of our favorite lines is he sees with eyes of seeing.
Point it out. I'm allowed to point it out.
Ah,
And that's not our favorite line, that's Dylan's favorite line. Get it right.
That's fair.
Your favorite line is penis and vagina sex, and don't let
And don't you think otherwise? The translator...
Add an annotation directly linking to that exact moment right here.
I mean, Tony would if he wasn't so fucking lazy.
Yeah, it's
The translator was practically antiquated. The being's goal was mere theft. This creature was nothing but the average scum of the galaxy. This is what he leaves in pieces on the ground on a regular basis for some robot to clean up. Comply, human! Shut the fuck up, asshole, the sex machine called the commanded. Let me tell you a little something. Unacceptable! The clicks were nervous in their attempt to be defiant. I said, let me tell you something! Master Chief reached for his belt, and in one fluid motion, his lightsaber was released. And by lightsaber, I mean penis.
God
oh
damn it!
my.
Thanks
The
for
biggest, blackest
specifying.
lightsaber.
No, the brightest purple light illuminated the alley, and the reality of the situation became all too clear to the would-be Jedi Jacker. I like that illusion.
Yeah, not Jacker.
You ain't dealing with no average motherfucker who'll give up his shit cause some ugly-ass, multi-legged bitch with a backwater waste of a planet holds him up in a dark alley. Every eye was filled with fear. Each limb that could move was moving backwards. The sound created could be described as what fear really sounds like. This thing was scared for its worthless ass. That's right. You and your stupid-ass translator got shit to say now. Mason instilled yet more fear
Wait,
and stalked every
wait.
movement to the alien.
This is implying that robots have emotion.
He's an alien with a
No,
translator.
he's an alien, but he has a translator, so he's a regular,
He's an alien with a
organic
translator.
being. He's an organic being. He just sounds like a robot because that's how Dan translates it.
Yeah, because translator.
Yes. Well, okay. Never mind.
Please.
I wasn't paying full attention.
Not your fanfic.
Please, Jedi, this is a mistake. You're damn right it's a mistake.
that was really JFK there. This is a mistake.
I'm sorry, I had a little Boston accent when I was younger. It comes in every now and again. You're damn right it's a mistake. The smooth anger bellowed throughout the alley as Mace lunged forward, removing one of those limbs from the creature. It fell to the ground in a thick spray of bodily fluid, accompanied by an unpleasant screech.
I spoke too soon. Apparently, he is an alien. Derp.
Spare me! The robotic tones could not convey the desperation the being was feeling, but everything else about its current pathetic state did. See? Robotic tones. I can read this as a Dalek.
Yeah, that's
Robotic tomes?
Tones. I knew that name,
Tomes.
Tone. Spare you! Another brutal blow was struck. Several more limbs were removed in a display of streams of fluids. The victim fell onto his back into the forming puddle, his desperate eyes searching for anything to save him. Spare you? Spare a scummy-ass piece of shit who goes around jacking up everything they see vulnerable? Fuck you, bitch. Ow! The translator was cut off by the plated black boot coming down upon it. The destruction demonstrated by a few sparks in the fading plea. Mace Windu was not going to listen to any begging. In a final single movement of his lightsaber, the heat of the purple blade cut through any limb that remained attached to the face of his attacker. Spare you my fucking ass! The sprays of bodily fluid added to the putrid puddle below, pouring it out towards the alley. Mace looked down on the fallen creature. Every eye was closed, and no hiss could be heard. He looked down to see the puddle of fluid touch his boots. He grimaced and backed away. Ah, shit. Nigga ruined my boots. With this comment, he turned disgust and headed back to his ship. This was a task beneath the Jedi of Mace Windu's rank, but those slimy Trade Federation motherfuckers were up to something, and it was down to his finely styled ass to investigate.
wait. Finely styled ass. Okay.
The ultimate Jedi shield of justice had forced himself upon the developing situation, insisting he was to check on recent shipment of battle droids. Unaccompanied by anyone to contradict his questions, he wanted to find out the way they were programmed for his own. May stormed through the halls of the ship, finding they were very unlike him. The drab sterility disturbed him. He reached a door, which slid to his side in terror, because doors have feelings and Mace Windu will fuck your shit up. Or its programmed automatic function. No one could ever really be sure with Master Windu. revealing a dimly lit room with battle droids. Each stood dumb and idle, already equipped. They were prepared for deployment at any given time. The disapproving glare of a Jedi did nothing to move them at that point, because they were off, probably. He moved aside to inspect them up close. The lighting quickly reacted and illuminated the true scale of the room. Row upon row of battle droid were being stored, and Mace's suspicions were immediately confirmed. Speak, the only organic in the room casually commanded. Nothing happened. Activate! He tried again, disgruntled. Nothing happened again. Turn the fuck on!
Oh my god.
A lone droid reacted, tilting its flimsy head to look at the human in their midst. He was closest in proximity to the pimp of the Jedi, who looked back with an angry suspicion. Suddenly the droid's head violently spasmed and drooped to be pointing at the ground. Error. An audio response finally escaped from the unit, fading in and out. What the fuck? Error. What'd you say?
Mace error.
What'd you say? Mace asked, astonished. Even a machine could defy him so? He struck the droid upside the head with an open hand. Upside the head with an open hand. Fuck, I'm putting words there. It twitched, sparked in reaction to the blow. What'd you say? Error. The volume of the cry of the faultiness had suddenly increased, and not just because of the one droid. The whole assembly of cannon fodder had activated. Nice to see that he acknowledges battle droids suck. Each sharing the primary goal of informing the organic of their collective state. Error. Mace muttered a command to shut Jedi up. That's how it was written.
Shut Jedi up.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how shut Jedi up. Who was going positively crazy at the scene before them. Error! Will you robot asshole shut the hell up? He yelled back, realizing the futility. To enforce his point, he thrust his arm outwards, palm open. With that black power of the Force was unleashed, lifting the sparking droids from the floor and firing it into the crowd of its comrades. This was enough to take those few droids that were hit out. The remaining horde all now staring up at the badass sack of flesh.
No, badass sack of flesh. Flash. What if I were to... You know what I want now? I want Samuel L. Jackson to play the Flash. I want that now.
Played a Flash?
Yeah.
Who's responsible for this?
All you
I don't know.
motherfuckers are way too slow.
And your ass can't keep up with me. And then...
I'm the fastest N-word alive.
I'm the fastest son of a bitch you ever met. And then... Error! Say error again! Windu's tone changed to that of focus. He spoke as his hand wrapped around the base of his destructive tool, and by destructive tool he means penis.
Focus.
Focus. I dare you!
We need to focus.
To a naming stance. Error. Say error one more goddamn time! May snapped with a righteous and furious anger, ignoring any bullshit about how this would lead him to the dark side. He was as black as he was gonna get.
What?
He's ignoring any bullshit that would lead him to the dark side. He's as black as he's gonna get.
Oh.
He's as that word
He's
that.
black.
You know what he probably has?
I get it, dark black, yeah.
Ha ha ha.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
You know what he has? The biggest, blackest motherfucking ass.
Error. That would be the final robotic chorus of the word. Without another word, the purple beam was unleashed. By purple beam, he means penis.
These are too easy.
You're too easy. When Samuel L. Jackson is involved.
Well, I am Adamant Ditto's gender-neutral fan service.
Yes, you are. Immediately and skillfully aimed to cut through the droid that started this rebellious malfunctioning. And cut through it did. Sparks flew and mechanical limbs dropped into a tiny pile of destruction. Laser fire commenced in response, all of it deflected away by the twirl of purple light, which turned it back on the shooters. Droids fell in mangled, pathetic cries of the word that had doomed them, some more intact than others. Those that were spared by the rebounding fire and airborne limbs of their comrades did not have to feel Mace Windu unleashed. Ew.
No, it's Django Unchained.
Oh. Because he's black. Yes. Led by the burning purple beam, our badass hero cut his way through droid after droid, none of them posing any sort of challenge to the Jedi Juggernaut. Bitch.
Just like that movie. Just like that video.
Now, one to lose points for style, Mace would casually use the Force to give direction to the chaos of flying parts, and use them as additional weapons in his fodder massacre. At one point, going as so far as to form them into a temporary white boy sidekick, who eventually fell by his side in a heap. That finally has to continue unfazed. One droid lay amongst the ruins, missing its arms and legs. Its head looked from left to right, sparking with each movement. The few sensors that remained intact suddenly alerted to a shadow being cast over it. There was only one way to properly assess the situation. Error! A final flash of purple light interrupted the attempted last statement, splitting the droid in half. I heard enough of yo ass, the victorious Master Jedi presented a counter-statement in his infinite street wisdom. With a swish of the cloak, he left the area, not to hand in his report of the shipment, but to get to his ship. He wasn't finished yet. The alien assigned to guide Mace Windu through the building was waiting a floor above the droid holding room. They had been left there by the Jedi and did not decide to follow. Something was very wrong with their face. They're aliens, what do you expect?
They don't look like
That's
Samuel L.
racist.
Jackson.
That's very racist, indeed.
You're very racist.
Yeah, I'm Star Wars racist. I'm the worst type of racist.
Well, at least you're not Star Trek racist.
Let's not get into that one. Before the being could contemplate this, they received a communication. The wrong-faced being answered their communication device. I've concluded my report, asshole, the smooth-ass voice announced as an image of Mace appeared on the device. You might want to look inside.
It's a
Compliance
dick.
brought a very unpleasant sight.
It's a stick in a box.
A hole had
It's
been
the
carefully
biggest
blasted
blackest
open.
stick in a box.
A hole had been carefully blasted open in the side of the commanding ship, some force or another keeping it miraculously undetected. Probably the Force.
Or another.
The droid's remains were being sucked out of the ship and into space. A cruiser
Sucked out.
arrogantly taking its place above it all. I got those motherfucking droids off your motherfucking ship, he confirmed. Yeah.
This story has a lot of spoilers.
Not quite, but
Samuel
it-
Jackson.
He's
It-
all
it's-
squares.
not quite, but it's enough to keep me happy.
With that, the cruiser turned. The request for kissing its black ass, while not vocal, was clear, and blasted away, leaving only justice in his wake. And that was Mace L. Jackson Windu by Richard Chaos.
You know what I want to see now? Mace
That made
Windu.
That is a
into
move.
Star Wars 7.
Make that
Yeah.
the actual prequels.
You know what I want to see now, though?
Garfield fight Mace Windu?
Of course.
Yeah. What would you like to see?
You hit the nail on the head, so.
Cool, I nailed it. Got it.
Hey, you pulled me.
Get it.
Yeah.
That was some
I'm-
that was some story, Dan.
That was. I actually. Most things, Samuel L. Jackson fan fiction, it's very obvious what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be funny every step of the way.
Yeah,
Cool
it
story,
was.
bro.